My name is Kelly Laycock, and I'm the managing editor at University of Regina Press. My job as managing editor here basically involves the liaising between editorial and production. So I'm the person that manages all the scheduling for all of the titles that we do each season. And I also am the quality control for the production process from editorial right through to final books when we have them in our hands. So making sure that the quality is maintained throughout that process. So we usually do about 10 to 12 books a season here, so up to 24 titles a year. I have a few methods, but they are mostly manual because I find that it works best if it comes out of my brain. So I have a few systems in place. I have a full schedule that I keep track of for all the projects in one season. And it's a lot of work to enter that data, but once I have that data, I have a solid record of every previous season I've ever done so that I can see and quantify how my progress is going from season to season. And then on a smaller level, I have every book organized, and I have a full schedule for each of those books that I follow. And I mean, there's just so much change that happens that I find if I have to enter it all into a program, it's going to actually take away from my time of thinking and processing it myself. I'll remember better. I'll know the books better if I do it manually. That just is how I function. I know probably lots of managing editors have some slick programs to use, but I'm pretty old school that way, I guess. My scheduling is more long-term, so I have things written down in advance, sometimes a few days, sometimes a week, but I know when it's going to come up because I rip off that page and then there's my fresh week ahead of me, and I can focus on everything that I need to get done that week. And it's all based on the scheduling that I did 6-9 months earlier, and it's constantly being adjusted. So yeah. My specific advice for time management would be, prioritizing for sure, knowing what it is that you have to get done, and then trying to get the quickest and the easiest things off your plate first, because those are the things that will weigh you down. If you know you have 10 things you need to get done, and 3 of them you can probably knock off in a half an hour, knock those off, and then you can focus on the bigger projects. If you get started on the bigger things first, you're going to spend your entire day thinking about all of those little things that you could have been doing or need to still get done, and you might not ever get to them that day, and then they just bump to another day and add to your list tomorrow. So always get rid of the quick and easy things first, and then spend your time focusing. I know a lot of people like multitasking. I'm not a fan of multitasking. I think you can't do anything well if you're trying to do 5 things at once. I'm not saying I don't get interrupted 25 times a day, because I do, but I find if I can focus on the one thing that's in front of me that I've decided is the priority, then I can accomplish it better and faster usually as well.